Hello, guys. How are you? So, this is Flo's mission, and my name is Florence Odhiambo. I'm a special needs and rehabilitation consultant. So, today we are doing a follow up at a rehabilitation center. We want to take you through two recovering addicts. They want to tell us how they're doing, everything that you want to know. So, without further ado, they'll introduce themselves. Hi.
Hey, what do you do, guys? The name's Ted Conzolo Ameda. I'm a recovering addict. Yeah, check out my song called Snoozy.
What about you?
Hello guys, ameacha nitumie Kiswahili ama sheng lugha ya mtaa ndo mabradha waelewe. Mimi kwa majina yetu Musli Omondi, wengine wenye wananiita Jonte. I'm a recovering addict. Mimi niko natumia gode na nachana jaba. Yeah.
No, ulikuwa unatumia?
Opium, lean, I drink, I smoke, probably everything. Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay. So, when did you become an addict?
The first time I used drugs was in high school. This guy, I can't mention him because it's my ninja. He gave me opium, and I also experimented with weed at the time. Yeah. Then liquor came in afterwards, and I just kept elevating, doing lean and other stuff that I'd find randomly in the streets. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, when did you start becoming an addict?
When I became an addict or when I just started drugs.
When you started drugs?
I started drugs when I was around 15.
15.
Yeah.
So when did you realize you are becoming an addict?
I realized when I'm becoming an addict when I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
So you were in school at the time you were Nini?
Yeah, I was in school.
Wow. Were you doing it with your schoolmates or just alone with your?
Most of the time I was alone, but occasionally with schoolmates, those close friends whom I can trust.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I started in school, and in campus it overwhelmed me. I apparently ended up dropping out because ilikuwa tu shida. Yeah.
So you were in which campus?
KU, man.
So you had to drop out.
Yeah, it's more of I didn't do the exams, and they wanted me to do another course, so I haven't like gone back to do another course. But I was a straight A's and B student, but the thing is I just didn't do exams in the second semester, and I just decided to not go back. Yeah.
Okay. So what about you? Do you go to school?
I was supposed to join campus.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're still young. Very. Anyway, so what kind of activities do you do here at DAV?
Currently, we help the management handle the clans together with Mr. Elijah and Mr. Josh, who they help us in every way they can. They teach us. For me and John currently, who's William Wesley, I call him Jonte. Yeah, he's my ninja. We learn psychology, adherence counseling, and what's this thing called counseling? I mean, and human testing services. So we're doing that currently, and apart from that, we cook, we clean. It's more of a home. You know, when you come to a rehab like this, it's not like an institution. It's not built to be a rehab. It's like a home. So you like tend to do the house chores and all that stuff, and you forget you're in rehab. But in the reality, the real sense unapona because you're in a rehab facility now. Their work is to like rehabilitate you, and that's what they do. So yeah, yeah.
That's beautiful. If you were to be discharged today, what did you do different so that you don't get back to the bad groups that made you, get into addiction?
First of all, I changed the guys I chill with. You know, I come from the ghetto. I come from 33 side, B side, B side. Yeah, so like out there, you either in the streets doing what you need to do, or you're in the house not getting money. So a guy like me, I was influenced to do drugs because I had to like push a couple stuff. I was a drug runner, you know. So like there's some stuff you had to do, and you know you get stressed at the end of the day. You're like working till like 3 in the club. You know you're not going to turn up, you're going to sell some ish. So like, you know, working like that, grinding like that makes you use just to maintain, just to sustain yourself in the industry. And if you don't use, some guys might downlook you, atakudharau, atasema like, yo bro, you're into a man, you're a sister or something, because you're not doing a certain drug. So not your influence, you know. So I'd like cut off the friends. I'd go to church more. Like I'd just go back to church. I'm planning getting a SDA tattoo because nataka kurudi kwa Mungu, and I'd also save money because, you know, when you make money you end up using it on drugs because hakuna need ingine. Enda buy unga mara mbili kwa nyumba, then kwa like kuna food, acha buy banga, ama buy jibag ingine, ama make flaka, whatever. So I'd do that. I'd go back to school. I'd save money more. I won't use my money on drugs. What else will I do? I listen to my parents. My parents advise me all the time. You know, my mom, she'll know when I'm high. and I don't hide. I just go to the house sometimes with a blunt and I'd be like, hey man, Paul, man, you can't smoke outside. So she'll be like, I can't like you too. She even called me a terrorist this one time because I was not listening to her. So if I listened to her, I wouldn't like do drugs. And yeah, I'd engage myself. I apparently know how to produce music. If you want your music produced or videography, photos taken, I draw tattoos too. I draw sketches. Like if you want any of that done, or internet connections, or if you want a radio station built, I have ties. So I'm learning the craft. So I have lots of stuff to do, and I don't do it because I do drugs. But if I was to go back in time, I'd engage myself more in learning the craft of broadcast and music production and drawing tattoos than sitting somewhere slanging some ishy stuff, some stuff you don't want to do, and So yeah, so that's something I do. That's probably it.
Would you consider going back to school?
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that, but getting a business degree, business administration degree. But right now, I'm currently in school. I'm about to get my higher diploma in psychology. I already have a certificate in computer. I already have a certificate in addiction counseling. I need like I'm about to get like 4 or 5 certificates from this place. So like it's worth it. So I'm also getting the HTA certificate, which is human testing services, and addiction counseling, adherence counseling. I think that's those are the courses I'm currently doing. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your parents saying about when they realized you were addicted? Did they warn you, or who noticed first that you are getting out of hand?
The person realized first is mom. You know, mothers are always caring. That's their nature.
Yeah.
And for about that now, I want to appreciate my mom a lot because now I see she's helping. But about dad, he's never caring. In fact, it's the reason as to why I did drugs. But I just don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to go outside today, what would you do different to change the type of groups you are working with, or the influence that you had?
If I was to go out today, I would start piano classes kwa sababu mimi hucheza piano. Ama nirudi tu, nilikuwa fanyanga taekwondo nikafika second black belt. Naweza rudi nikuwe ka trainer juu sasa niko na certificate imeniqualify kwa trainer. Anaweza engage kwa activities ka hizo ndio nisiende ni chill na mambo wengine. Ama ina avoid kufikiria hizo situations za past.
And then when normally hizo group pia ni hard ku avoid. Kusema tu kweli, ukirudi kwa mtaa bado tu wako, si ndio? Na bado watakuwa nakuita. So sijui utawa avoid aje? Unataka ku avoid aje juu au venye umetoka hivi wanadhani umeenda mahali umechill, unarudi tu, na ukirudi they want to hang out with you again. So utaifanya aje?
Na ni ukweli juu venye niko huku nje nadhani hata labda nimefanya crime nyingine, nimepiga exile. Lakini hiyo si reality. Mimi sasa niko rehab. Sasa mimi nikirudi najua watu wapenda watu wanaenda kanisa. So obviously mimi nitaanza kwenda kanisa. Ndio anachukanga mtu anaenda kanisa si mtu mkuu. Yaani tu unakaa softy lakini in real sense hivyo.
Na hiyo ni poa. Church ni poa sana. Si ndio? Alafu unaanza kudevelop marafiki wenye ni wa maana pia, wenye wanaenda church, wenye wanaenda shule. Si ndio? Si dropouts. Juu umejua whatever you want to become in the next 10 years, also your friends determine that, the type of friends you have now. Kama uko na mabeshte yenye kazi yao ni tu kulewa, kusmoke, tunaona kama unatoana life.
Unatoana life.
Si ndio? Hata hawezi kuadvise kitu poa yenye inaweza kukusaidia kwa maisha. Si ndio?
Na advice out wa John uko na stress, tupige sherehe story kuondokea. Ndio ndio advice utapata wako nao nyingi sana.
Yeah, so si poa. So nikuulize, unaweza tuambia ni nini like ili ku drive to the point whereby ulianza kuwa an addict?
For me, what drove me to that point of being an addict is I'm an aspiring musician, but currently learning psychology and aspiring to learn business. The thing that brought me away from music is the addiction. But before the addiction thing, I was into music fully. Like my dad was a big DJ back then, DJ Nati, Ali, Saidia Mike. Hizo days of being homeboys. Like this is something he did. It's like won a Kuza award. Apparently, Pacho Radio, like big up dad, and ulini advice niko musician, but I'm sorry I did what I did. So what like made me use drugs is I want to do the hip hop genre. At first I wanted to do hip hop rap. So like what I learned from the other guys who like are successful these days, they have enough money to go to the medics and get the blood clean, the body clean. So when they use drugs on a porn, but for me, I used to bombard myself with the same drugs, like doing lean, kunya promethazine once in a while, but if you're doing it every day because you have enough money and because the bottle is 50 bob, unaumia bro, utakuja uchizi. If you're doing drugs, weed, making flaka in your room, you know, just to push it, just because maybe some certain rapper wants to do it. I don't want to mention names and like Tashida. I don't want no beef, no cap, like no, none of that shit. So what does that is unapata manze, you just want to sound like someone, you just want to be like someone. So yeah, and the gang influence, you're in, like in the hood, in the block, you need to stand up for yourself. You have some guys who you lost to the streets, so you have to like fight for them. You know, we're a product of where we come from, product of our environment. So you know, I come from Kayole, Mbakasi, 33 side, B side, so that's to be yo tension CC, do trees, CC, yeah, go to city, smoke city, that's just us, bro. So but out there you need to survive and you can't get money from your parents. You need to like make sure you rocking the best drip. You need to be with the finest chile. You need to do the hardest job just to be hard in the streets, bro. Just to be hard in the gang. So it's not something you should do. And my music, for the guys who are like curious, I have an album LSD. It slaps extremes. I've been working on it since I think 2018. Like, imagine I have like 40 vocals tracks recorded, mastered, but I don't like them. So I'm working on my 41st track. And after that one drops, like maybe tell her to like just show me out on IG or something. But you can find me on Snoozy Santana. That's gonna be the new name on by probably by December this year. So Snoozy Santana on SoundCloud, YouTube, all that ish. Snoozy Santana, that's me. The three side B side present every day. No,
Oh, that's beautiful. I'll be your number one fan.
yeah, I'd like
If
that.
you release that music,
Yeah.
I'll share it on my channel.
Yeah.
My viewers will watch it, and I'll share it everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope as fudge, you know. Hey, thank you.
Okay. And what I want to tell you is, as much as you love to do music, just know that you don't have to do drugs for you to be like the top musician or something.
That's true.
Cinder.
I now realize that because I've been writing tracks. I've already written like 15 tracks in Rehab. So like most of my tracks, when I flow to them, I just feel I resonate with them, and I kind of change the genre. I don't do hip hop anymore. I do more of drill because they talk about moving that ish instead of doing your product. So like yeah, I just do some other ish these days. I just do me, and I sound better actually. You're going to you know, just listen to my music and you know, yeah.
Okay. So, what are some of your hobbies?
My hobbies, I make music, I produce music. That's like my number one thing. I swim. I've won like so many swimming galas. I was about to swim for KU, but you know, doing drugs, I can't like go for like more than 10 reps on the pool. So I had to go to for like 9, and the coach would be like, you have to go for 20. Then I'd be like, no, I can't, I'm tired. So if I natural swimming team, I also wanted to do ball. I take photos, I had a camera, sold it just to do drugs. And yeah, that's like probably everything. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are some of your hobbies?
My hobbies, kwanza nao mi hucheza piano, ya pili ni taekwondo venye tu nilikuwa nimesema, na tatu tu ni kuwatch tu movie, ukae tu mtaa kama una form chill tu na watch movie. Yeah.
So, ukitoka are you planning to go back to school?
I'm planning to go back to school. Yeah.
So, when did you finish Form 4?
Na si ndio ile lot fulani yenye corona iliinterfere na sisi.
2020?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tukafanya 2021, ilikuwa 2021 hapa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, which school do you want to go to?
Mimi nilikuwa nisha apply kwenda NITA nifanye course ya hizi kazi za mkono, hizi plumbing. Yeah.
Inaweza kuwa poa by the way.
Yeah.
Ukizisoma tu vizuri. Alafu with time, with experience unaelevate and then you become, you know, someone proper. Sindio?
Yeah.
So I'd encourage you to continue doing that. Ensure you are there by the rules here at Rehab. Sindio?
Yeah.
And also, si unajua kitu imekuleta hapa?
Tumeleta hapa najua.
Yeah. Wewe pia si unajua kitu.
Najua tumeleta hapa.
So ensure that you do the right thing, keep the right company over here, so that hata mkitoka you can keep in touch, mjuane unaendeleaje. But most importantly, the friends that you left over there, just know that they're still there. So you have to figure out a way, as you're still inside here, how you're going to work out that so that you don't relapse.
That's true. That's like what we told every day in the addiction counseling class before I got my certificate. They were like, you need to learn about peer pressure. Peer pressure is not brought about by the guy telling you literally smoke this blunt. You kitembea na mtu anavuta, you know you're going to go back to them. So you need to learn. You need to be your own person. Just say no. Just know where you're from. If you're the type of person who can clean your body after you use drugs, and you know it's on you. If you don't want to, it's still on you. But I've been told on taught by Mr. Josh, it's a Ching, I think, Mr. Josh and Mr. Elijah, he told us don't do drugs because it will affect your life in certain ways. And one of those you cannot do drugs is by avoiding the guys who use drugs. If you want to be rich, just chill with the rich. If you want utaka kunuka marashi, tembea na walkways walalo. So yeah, hii inakwanga tu kitu iko. So ukitaka kupata do, tembea na wasi wanatafuta do. Ukitaka kuwa addict, junkie, tembea na wasi. Mimi nimego through hiyo issue yote bro. Like legit nikatwa nikiwa nimelewa. Nishaikatwa twice kwa shingo nikilewa. Nikipigana tu, hakuna kitu dope from kukua ati street boy ati SG in the streets, you're banging, gang banging. You make your own money, alafu buy your mama a house, get your kids. Don't be an old parent. Got 25, 30 uko na wawili, like just jipange bro. At the end of the day utafaa kusaidia wasi wako after retirement. Na kutumia utaka kuambia my youth, honestly kutumia feel unajua kutumia madawa na affect wazazi wako, you won't have them for more than 100. Atakao umezaliwa leo, like your lifespan ya mwanaume, the human race ilishuka chini. Like just love your parents more, so don't use drugs, impress them for the rest of their lives. Kako 70 until you have less than 50 with them, so don't break their heart every day. Just don't do drugs. And yeah, just be someone you'll be proud of. Kiamka kwenda kwa kio, you don't need meth to look at yourself, you just need to go work and do what you have to do, yeah.
So what would you tell your parents in case they watch this? What did you tell them? Look at that camera and talk.
What I'll tell my parents, for dad, me, I forgive everything I've done, but for mom, I'm sorry for everything, and I promise I'll change, because according to how I view myself, I've already changed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Mom, I'm sorry, I love you. Mama bear, I'm sorry. Daddy bear, Anzeiza man, ni sijui maarif. I just used to think it was cool. I thought getting 1,000 from pushing, being a drug runner was right, but it ain't. We're currently doing better, and like it's because you've invested in Dove Rehabilitation and Training Institute. It's not the first rehab. Shout out to Gandhi Amadhari, that's all where I've been. And like, Anze, just forgive me and give me another chance to prove I'll be a man. And usijali man, mi natafuta hadi mi jo after retirement nikusaidia. So man, mi niaminie na ujue tu mi ndakusaidia. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So that has been it, guys. I'd really recommend Dove Rehabilitation. This is the second time I'm here. It's a good institution with facilities and everything. So if you are struggling with addiction, or you don't want therapy or training, they also do vocational training. You can come talk to the management. I'll leave their number on the description box or even down here below. So that has been it. Without further ado, bye bye, and ensure you subscribe. Okay.